do we have to play this game of football? Like, I know that we usually play better against the bigger sides than the shit sides, but do we have to play Manchester City, who haven't conceded a goal in like 20 years? Now, let's see if we can find a solution to see if we can win this game of football. Well, welcome back everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. I'm glad to have you. I'm made up that you're returning to the channel because it's not the most glorious time to be a James Redmond's Army member. Well, actually, that's a lie. We're bringing out content, as always. Content is coming out of our arse. Not literally, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. And basically, it's a good time to be a fan, but it's not a good time to be a fan of Liverpool. I suppose if you're a neutral, it is a good time to be a Redmond's Army member, maybe or maybe not. But either way, you know, one thing that you can do is subscribe and become a Redmond's Army member, or if you want to become even more of a Redmond's Army member, you can do by clicking the link in the description. But anyway, people, let's get into Liverpool-Manchester City, which is, I mean, I always say it's a big game, it's a must-win, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Listen, I'm sick of talking about it that way because we know that's what it is. We know that this is going to be a big game of football which both teams, in a lot of ways, need to win. Liverpool more so than Manchester City, with the fact they're 7 points clear with a game in hand. But, you know, City will still need this win just to kind of... Because we know City are better than us, like, we know that, or at least in current form, like, you know, you talk about the last 2 years or whatever, like, yeah, but, like, right now, they're better than us in the past, like, 20 games, they've been well better, so, if they beat us, that's, like, them kind of saying, yeah, we're just, you move out the way, we're, like, too good for you right now. I feel like that's what this will signify, if, not only if they win, but if it's a certified, but first, you've got to bear in mind, it's at Anfield, and I know we've just lost to Brighton and Burnley at Anfield, but it's still one of them things where if you go off a record basis and you go off our like last 100 games at Anfield, it's going to be we've won many more than what we've lost. Now I know I wouldn't look too much into that either. However, the point that I'm trying to make is if they beat us at Anfield after being 7 points clear, they'll still have a game in hand. There's zero chance, and I don't think there's a chance anyway, to be honest. I said we were out of the title race and we should start focusing on top four a few weeks ago. But then it was reignited when we beat Spurs and West Ham, and I thought maybe, but the only reason why I ruled us out so soon was because me being a Liverpool fan, I'm so used to a draw is a bad result. Not win, you know, a win is the only result you can get if you want to stay in this title race. The last time we were in a title race and we didn't win, with City by the way, we drew against Everton and Leicester, and that was what cost us. So you had to look all the way back to the game we had with City in January, which they just about won. And they ended up winning the league. So how can you expect me to think we're going to win the league now? With all these injuries we've got, with the fact City haven't got they've got injuries, but you know, they've got very good squad depth. They'll go out and replace those injuries. But not only that, you've got a defence. That's the best defence in the league. And no one's getting past it. All these things kind of come into play. Now, the only reason... And this is going to sound like I'm on drugs, and I get why it might come across like that, but the only reason, get on this, I'm actually more confident for this game against City than what I was for Brighton. And the only reason for that is, it's in the pudding of what we actually do well against. We're still playing good football in possession. When it gets to that final third, we look very confused and lost. And besides one or two moments, we're actually very good defensively. You know, we're actually very aware, very well shaped. You can't really say that we're being tactically set up wrong. The only thing I think Klopp does or has got wrong in recent weeks is substitutions. So this is the way I'm kind of thinking of it. So we need to go with this game. We need to make sure we've got a solid defence. That's already, you know, one thing we need to defo make sure. But we can create openings. However, this is where it becomes a bit of a because, you know, we scored a goal against City last time without creating many openings against Stones and Diaz, and they have been fantastic ever since that game. So how do you, if you put 2 and 2 together, let's do maths, and I'm not good at maths, I failed maths, but let's do a Paquito bit of maths. 2 plus 2, and 2 plus 2 being a shit attack plus a great defence. Put that together, what does that usually equal? Usually means the team with the good defence is going to win the game because it's unlikely we're going to get a goal if you're going off statistics. But this game could go either way. Liverpool could find 3 openings like what they've done against Tottenham and go ahead and take the 3 points. I even think if we win this game, we're probably still out of the title race. But there's still a lot to play for, whether it's top 4 or, you know, whatever, brownie points. Like, just let's go and get this win, because we have to, and we need to get a win at Anfield. We've lost our last 2 games there. But anyway, let's get into the starting 11 prediction and the score prediction, which recently, that's just... You just can't. And this starting 11 could be anything. Anyone could start this game. Mane has been ruled back in action for this game. Fabinho has been ruled back in action for this game. Who else was injured that missed our past couple of fixtures? No, I can't remember, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. Fabinho, Mane and someone else has come back. He'll come to me shortly. But also, Ben Davies and Ozan Kabak will be available for this game. They will be a choice for Jurgen Klopp to put in the back 4 if he so chooses. So this is good, do you know what I mean? This is good when you look at it from them type of point of view. So this is my starting 11 and who I think Jurgen Klopp's going to go with. In goal, oh yeah, Alisson. Alisson's the one who was out and he's came back. He was ill. Obviously, he weren't full on injured, but you know, he's had a bit of a cold or something the past few days. So glad that he's back okay. He's supposed to be back for this game. So I think if he's available, Alisson will go in goal. Left back, Robertson. Right back, Trent, and now this is where it starts to get a little bit juicy. And even though we're playing shit and you don't want to be in this position, it is still sort of interesting to see how Liverpool and, yeah, at least for me anyway, like it's still interesting to see how we're going to set up with the options that we've got and how they're going to do. So we're really getting a test and a feel of how good our squad is, and we're realising it's not the greatest in terms of depth, but now with these new signings, it could boost things a little bit. So anyway, this is the way, this is the 2 centre-backs I think we'll go with. I think Fabinho's going to be slotted right back in defence. And if I had to make a guess, I think one of the new signings will start. I mean, I know that's a proper long shot, but I'm just thinking it from a point of view where Ben Davies has been playing English football for the past however many weeks, and he's been doing it at a sound level. Yes, it's in the Championship, but if you talk to Preston fans, he's bloody the best thing since sliced bread. Not really, but you get the point. Like, he's good at passing, he's good at passing out from the back. I'll be interested to see what Jurgen Klopp sees in both of them. Obviously, Kabak's the higher calibre centre-back, but he's just came from Germany. And do you want to slot him right in there? He's really the bigger signing of the 2. I think he'll play Ben Davies alongside Fabinho. And I don't mind that defence, to be honest with you. Robbo, Trent, Ben Davies and Fabinho. I think that's solid midfield. This is where I'm starting to get a bit more happier, because and this is why I kind of look forward to this game a bit more. And this is the reason why. Because when you get Hendo Nino back into the midfield, it just creates a different Liverpool dynamic. And I don't want to go on like Hendo Nino's boss, because we're shit right now. So I don't want to be like bigging up anyone to like an over level extent. That only comes when we're winning game after game after game after game, and when the team deserves it. But when Henderson is in the midfield, I do feel like we have more of a spark going forward. Not that he's a De Bruyne who takes the team forward by himself, but it's the way that it's the build-up play that he helps massively, and he helps the counter-attack. He covers the right-hand side for Trent to allow Trent to go forward and do what he does. Obviously, you know, we need to not be doing as many crosses this game and whatnot, but if Trent can go further forward, that's better for everyone and better for our attack and our offensive football. So Henderson goes back in the midfield, and he goes alongside Thiago and Gini Wijnaldum for me. James Milner needs to be rested, no doubt about it. He's just played 3 or 4 games in however many days. Curtis Jones, I feel like he'll probably be better or best suited in this game as an impact sub. I like Curtis Jones, think he's boss, but you know when like Liverpool are playing that just slow tempo football, which is very possible in this game against City, with the fact that we could just neutralise each other. City and Liverpool could just be one of them games, because even though we're shit and they're very good, it's still on their day. Both of these teams are the 2 best in the league. On their day, you know, before any Man United fans start fucking losing the shit, you know that's true. On our day, we're still either the first or the second best team in the league, and that's why this game is very possible to go the way it could go. That's why I feel like we need that midfield to be able to build up the play better against them. So Thiago, Gini and Hendo complete the midfield for me, and then the attack will be Mane, Salah and Firmino. So if Salah is fit, if Mane is fit, if Mane isn't fit, then who would I put in? I put in Origi. And the reason why, and I know people are going to go, and I've done that so you could see like the eyebrow lift up like the Rock, do you know what I mean? But basically, I know that you've just raised an eyebrow at that, and I get it, because Origi hasn't been great. But if we're lacking a goal, you put on your goal scorers. I mean, you can put in Shaq, and I've been a big advocate for Shaq, but I'd rather see him in the midfield or playing in a cam role. Maybe we go with the diamonds again. Go with Firmino and Salah up top and then put Shaq just behind them. Maybe we need to get that type of creativity. Do I go with Origi or Shaq, man? I've kind of just talked myself out of putting Origi in. I'm going to put Shaqiri in. And however you want to do that, you can put Shaqiri on the left or you can put him behind the two strikers. But that's going to be my team. So just to run through that again, Alisson in goal, Robertson left back, Trent right back, Ben Davies, purely based on the fact, not that he's better than Kabak, but I feel like just match sharpness and fitness and confidence, Klopp might go with Ben Davies. So Ben Davies, Fabinho, midfield, Henderson, Thiago and Gini. Gini is the 6 and Henderson and Thiago going a little bit further forwards. Thiago on the left-hand side and Henderson on the right-hand side of that midfield. And then up front, oh wait, now I said Mane was going to start, didn't I? Why did I start? Oh yeah, it's because if Mane isn't fit. So this is the way I'll do it. I'll do Mane on the left, Firmino in the middle and Salah on the right. If Mane's fit. If Mane isn't, then we'll go with Firmino, Salah, Shaqiri. Boom, sorted. If that team is to start, I think Liverpool, I can't say a win. And I'm not going to say a loss, so I'm going to say a draw. Such a bitch. No, me team, man. Me team. I'm going to say a draw. I can't say a win. Come on, people. Like, I know that I'm Mr. Optimistic and, you know, I like to do my thing on this YouTube, but come on, man. What can I like to defend Liverpool. I really, really do. We're boss a lot of the time, but right now we're not. And they are. So, I'm saying a draw. I'm going to say 1-1. But, hopefully, I mean, I'm really tempted to, like, predict a loss and just see what happens. Be interesting, that, wouldn't it? Because we've been shit recently. And it's been since I've started recording more. I should stop looking into it. Anyway, I'm going to say 1-1. I'm not going to over jinx it, because what I'll say we'll lose and we'll lose just bigger, so fuck any of that business. 1-1. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below for starting 11s and score predictions. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, people.